books, listen to them, and do the quiz.
Wow.
The most important thing, though, is that they're all reading different books at their levels. That's what's neat.
What book are you reading exactly? What's this? Rad's Kids? Okay. What are you doing? They're each reading something different.
Exactly, at their own level.
At their own level. So they're finding... So you're reading animal tones. Is that pretty interesting? So do you like working with iPads? Oh man, gross. Cat. Oh. So what do you have here?
Touch Tank.
A what?
Touch Tank.
What is that?
A book.
What's it about?
Touch Tanks.
What are you reading here?
I'm reading How the Mice Beat the Men.
Okay. Do you like this better than paper, or why?
I like this better than paper.
Oh.
Because you can just swipe it with your thumb like that.
Oh, okay.
And you can do that. Because it doesn't waste people on us.
Look at all these kids on iPads. Look at this. Amazing. Do you like your iPad?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Because you can learn more words. Mine will sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Do you like iPads?
Have you read those?
No, I never heard.
What do you like about it?
Obsessed.
You can play games and it's really fun than the paper books.
And what are you doing? You're reading about animals. It's easier to do this. So what are you reading here?
Jordan finds his way.
Oh, so what do you think about the iPads?
They're kind of much more easier to flip because you just have to do that and you don't get the pages right.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Okay, all the kids we're looking at here, all the kids have iPads. Look at that. What do you think of this? I mean, using iPads versus a regular book, and what do you think's going on here as far as from the kids' point of view?
The kids are more engaged, so they enjoy reading on the iPad, and what's neat is they can read at their own level. So we could have one person reading a book at an L level, another person at a P level, and so they're doing what they can at their level.
Sail on the ocean. What are these guys?
It's a camera. What's that? What do you have there? Are you writing?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you like writing with an iPad?
Good.
Good? Yeah. Story? Oh, you're working on a story. You're gonna write. You're after my job. I can see that. How's it going with the iPads?
Very good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Do you like them?
We love electronics. They are sweet.
Why? Okay. Tell me. Why is it sweet? Tell me.
It's finally here. We get to work on it. It's an iPad. It's cool.
What makes it cool?
That it's a touchscreen.
Yeah. How about you? What do you think of the iPads?
Pretty cool.
Okay, but why is it cool? Why do you think it's cool?
Because you can do a lot of stuff on it.
Like what?
Writing, Raz Kids, reading, lots of stuff.
Okay.
Did we use it today? During what class?
Math.
You're using it in math?
What were we practicing on it during math?
Division and multiplication.
Oh, look at the
I
kids.
made a super boat. Yep.
Yeah. So they were working on math, and now they're doing writing?
Yep,
What are you doing?
Typing a story. Once I went on
I saw the stars.
to where I made a super boat. We were pretending we were the mouse in the story.
Okay. And so you're writing here. So we got one time I made a super
Boat.
boat. I mean B-O-O-B-O-A-T?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you change that? Let's see.
You.
Don't worry, I have spelling issues too. How do you change that word? B-O-A-T, right?
Like that.
Oh, neat.
And then you space right.
Look at the iPads here.
I think they're pretty cool.
Why? Why do you think they're cool?
Because you get to touch on them and do lots of cool games.
Right.
And I have this story.
Okay, let's read your story.
Oh, okay.
I made a super boat named Rodent, and
We
I
have to
set
copy it
sail
up there.
on the ocean. Okay. Oh, look at that. I have a friend. Oh, here's your story. So how do you like writing with an iPad?
They're good. They're
Okay.
cool.
Do you like it better than writing with paper, or? Okay, why?
I don't know, because it doesn't make your hand tired.
No, that's true. So, Miss Darwin, we're in your 3rd grade classroom. All the students have iPads.
They do.
What do you think of that? What's been your experience so far with this?
They are excited to learn. That's the biggest thing. So whenever we have a chance to bring them into whatever we're working on, if it's math or writing or reading, they're really excited about it. Right?
Right. Mr. Gibson's class. Oh, all right. Hi. Hey guys. How's it going? You guys listening to stories, or what are you doing? You're what?
Reading books.
You're reading books? Oh, can I see? Oh, wow.
Slide on the screen and you can go to different places.
You do what?
You can do cool, like learn how to do tricks with them.
We can do tricks with it. So you're doing. Okay. You're reading a story right now, right? What do you think about the iPads?
I like how the page goes because it's really cool.
Yeah.
It helps me.
It helps you just. What?
It helps me read.
Why? How does it help you read?
It makes me a better reader.
How? How do you think it helps? Does that? You're more interested?
Yeah,
Why do you think you're more interested?
because iPads are awesome and cool.
Why do you like it?
Because it helps us learn.
Okay. How about you?
Because it's faster to loading on.
Faster?
Fun.
Is it fun? What are you doing right now? Are you answering questions?
Mhm.
Which of the sentences below states an opinion? Okay, what's your impressions?
Obviously, they're a great hands-on tool. As you see and you look around the room, you'll see that they are working. They're all on task. They're engaged. With some of the apps, we're still in the beginning stages of finding out what they can do for us and how we'll be able to best utilize them with our curriculum. But we've been able to use them for continent and ocean reviews so far. We've been able to do them with some of our assessments that normally we do in a computer lab. We're also able to do some, individualized reading things with them. So we've come a long way in just a short time.
What are you guys doing? Looking at bugs again?
Well, actually, we'll have a group present, and then who'd like to present? We'll have these guys present right here.
Sections of the large streams and rivers usually hide under rocks. The adults tend to stay near water.
Exactly how are the kids using the iPads today?
Well, yesterday we went to the Namakagon River, and we looked at different. We went. What do we call it, kids?
River mucking.
We went river mucking.
Right.
Yeah, and they found different bugs in the river, and today, to tie it in with yesterday's lesson, we're going back and actually looking, they're studying each bug and doing a small presentation on it.
What?
After we did this,
Oh, about shoreline moss. Okay, so you're looking up some information to read? Oh, neat. What are you doing?
we are making different colors.
Are you working on a presentation?
Oh, that's a pretty color. I like that.
Oh, you got a scud. Oh, yeah, you guys found a lot of scuds yesterday.
Yeah, water beetles are oval-shaped, aquanomic,
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we're at the elementary school and looking at the kids with the iPads. It looks exciting. The kids look like they're vivacious and stimulated. So
motivated. And
yeah. So what do you think so far?
It's been a very smooth process. The kids love the iPads. The teachers like them. We were able to get them out to them with virtually no problems. They have been using them quite a bit. We'll be looking to keep updating them and providing them with more resources as they move into new activities and stuff throughout the school year. But it's been a very positive and problem-free process to bring the iPads into the classroom now. So, it's called 21st Century Digital Learners. The kids have to, master and learn skills to apply and use technology to solve problems effectively, acquire information, and the iPad in this case is a tool to get them in the direction of doing that. It's also a tool that, like I said, it makes for a more motivating and engaged classroom, and if used right, allows them to learn better, achieve higher skills, master skills more effectively, and ideally we have higher test scores, things like that,
Sure.
and more motivated students.
We're in a classroom here, kids are using iPads. What's your impression of what's going on here?
I think it's a great investment in the kids' education. We, the school board, went out on a limb and we spent a lot of money for capital improvements and specifically for the iPads. And I just want to come in here and see how they're working. And from what I'm seeing so far, I'm thrilled. And I think it's a good investment. And we used a novel way of financing them, and I just want to make sure that the taxpayers' money is being used effectively and for the right things. And from what I'm seeing right now, this is the next generation of education, and it looks like it's going wonderfully.
Seems like the kids are really stimulated to use this technology.
Yeah.
They're excited about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a way to keep them engaged.
And you got to think too, in this day and age, all these kids are using technology, so I mean, to keep them stimulated, you've got to be in the game with technology.
Absolutely, and to Hugh's comment, this helps level the playing field for everybody. So it's not just a few kids who get an advantage of being exposed to technology. This is where all the kids in every grade eventually will have this opportunity. So it's a great thing.
We're in about 4 or 5 classrooms using an iPad. What's your impression so far?
The impression that I get, as adults, we all know what the real driving force of all this is, and that's to give the kids a better education. But what I see from the children is an excitement, and I see an engagement that I haven't seen before in some pretty major core areas that these kids, they're excited. They're really excited. I know there's going to be a little grace period because it's brand new and it's an iPad, but I just don't think that's going to go away in this day and age with these kids. And the more that we get to learn these as adults, we can produce more for these kids to learn more and be better with them. And it's just the way the world is right now.
It's amazing that you basically have only had access about a week.
Yeah.
And these kids are just, because they're so used to using technology.
Correct.
They're just flying through this.
Yeah, you are correct. And I think, too, what we're going to find out is that we will eventually start learning from the kids. And we'll have to step back and we'll probably have to change things as they bring things to us. And that's something that we will do. That's just what we do in education. And we take those things as long as they're appropriate and they help them with learning. That's what we're all about.
It seems like, too, like the iPad, every tablet is a resource. And behind that is just tons of material.
Oh, yeah.
And it's being developed as we speak.
Exactly, and everything's going to change, and that's why we have to adapt and we have to be ready. And the other thing we have to really be cautious of and careful of is something may look really good, but if it's not scientifically researched and based on what really helps kids learn, we have to be careful of that. So that's what Mr. Miller does, our tech guy does, and he's real good with that, and we're pretty cautious about that. The one thing that I really want to make sure, and you saw it in Mr. Osselsen's last class, is that the kids are still interacting with one another and they're communicating with one another. I think that's the most important part of this, is that we still try to keep that face-to-face. I think that's the only thing that I'm really concerned with. I know that, I have younger sons myself, and I have never been able to communicate better right now than texting with them, and they'll answer my text immediately. Before it wasn't that. So there are some good things about it, but we really need to, I think, and this is because I'm older, we really need to keep that face-to-face, and I think that's an important part.
See if you can do that going down, maybe.
Hey guys.
Yeah, earlier this week, students did an experiment, and they tried to find out which brand of paper towel was the most absorbent. And they collected data, and now they're using the iPads to put together a presentation of their findings.
Okay.
So they're using an app called EduCreations, and it allows them to insert images and text and also voice files. So they are kind of being advocates for themselves and sharing what they learned. Well, if you notice what's going on here, the iPads are very portable, and they're bringing them, they can take them virtually anywhere, whereas a desktop we wouldn't have that opportunity. We're still learning the capabilities of the iPads, but so far it's been a really great experience. Kids are surprising me every day with their knowledge and their abilities, and we're all learning together.
Your name?
Alan.
Alan? So, Alan, what are you doing here with your iPad? Oh, you got a Bounty. Bounty is the winter, all right. How do you like using the iPads?
Awesome. They're really cool.
So how do you guys like using the iPads?
They're cool.
I like it better than what we had before.
Yeah.
Why do you like it better? What makes it better?
It's easier.
It's faster too.
Why is it faster? I mean, it's a computer, right? It's just,
Yeah.
computer's a computer, isn't it?
Well, the laptop's really slow.
Okay.
And you don't lose your assignments because you send them to your teacher usually.
Okay. How about you? Any?
They're fine, I guess.
Okay. So so you guys you're working on a presentation,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you have. So. Hi. So you're using your iPad. So are they easy to work with?
Yeah, they're really easy. They're better than computers
Why are they better in computers?
because they're faster in them.
They're faster.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're writing here or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Edu Creation.
Okay. Is it easy to write on them?
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay. So you're used to touch screens and
Yeah,
stuff like
really
that.
used to it.
Okay. So you each have an iPad here.
Yep.
And so we've had them for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What's your impression so far?
I like them
Okay, you like them? Why do you like them?
because, you don't have to take notes a lot. You just have to put them on here.
Okay. How about you?
Well, you don't lose your assignments and you can do everything on here.
Okay. Now, do you keep these with you during the day, or they stay in one
Yeah.
classroom? Or
No, we get to bring them around to every class.
okay, so you've had the iPads at the middle school, Spooner Middle School, for 2 weeks now.
Correct.
What's your impression?
Well, I see students very excited to be in classrooms. I've had really, typically at the start of the year, you kind of have a honeymoon period anyway, but it's discipline issues have been very minimal, if at all. And I really think that's in part because kids are really excited to be in classrooms and doing something different. What'll be interesting is when we start doing some of our ongoing assessment to see what kind of skills if our skill level is increasing, and that will take some time to determine, but I'm really pleased with how things are going. I think it's because teachers had the training this summer, so they felt prepared. And I also know that they put in countless hours outside of the workday just because they're very excited too. So all in all, I think it's been a really good project.
Let me ask you, as a professional educator, and is the word pedagogy or pedagogy, what do you see going on here as far as learning and the dynamics with this technology?
Well, I think that kids are in charge more. They are able to make more decisions. The one caution I would have, though, and we really try to do that, is to have a balance, because it can't all be about iPads. It has to also be about socialization, learning how to talk to your friends and your teachers, having exercise outside and indoors. I mean, we want to be careful that it is a healthy balance.
Right.
So, but I do see kids that are really much more excited, and they have more choices, and they are kind of driving the bus as far as where their learning is going.
This is actually our third year of using iPads, but our first year going one-to-one. The difference being one-to-one means there's one device for each student. In the past 2 years, we've had a cart of about 25 iPads that we've shared across the 7th grade.
Okay. So these students are actually keeping the iPad with them during the day?
Yeah, they are. In the morning, they come and pick up their iPad from that charging stand over there, and then they carry that with them for pretty much the entire day except for recess. And then at the end of the day, they come back and they place it in the cart, and it charges overnight.
Okay. So you have the opportunity to compare using them selectively and then using them ongoing. So what has been the difference so far?
The biggest difference in them having one-to-one is a logistics thing in that, almost everything has a username and a password and a sign-in. So by having them assigned to a particular iPad, it does two things for logistics. One, it means they don't have to log in and out of things. And the second is it makes them more accountable to that device. If it breaks, they were the only ones that were using it. That's why it's broken. They've always been very responsible with it. And so really the biggest thing we're looking at is that they are able to work faster and more efficiently because they're not having to log in every hour.
What have you noticed? What do you observe as far as learning with the iPads?
Instructionally, it makes a big difference in having all the students participating. I think we all went to school with somebody who was very intelligent and knew what was going on, but was maybe a little bit shy about sharing it. And so one of the things, unexpectedly, that I've noticed about this is that all students feel comfortable in sharing, especially when it's in an online environment. Their name is still attached to the comment. Everybody knows that's what they're thinking, but they don't have to, necessarily have the whole class staring at them while they share their idea. The other thing is it makes it easier for them to craft an answer. And that can make a big difference for a student when they want to share an idea.
Okay, so any trepidation about using the technology?
No, absolutely not. I read once that the Department of Labor thinks that most of the jobs in the future haven't even been invented yet, and I think the iPads are an important step towards preparing students for that workplace. The iPad might not be the device in 20 years, but because they're being exposed to a classroom environment where it's not just the teacher giving them information, but they're actively seeking out the information themselves, it makes it's going to make a huge difference for them. To respond to, all right? So go ahead and scan that QR.
Oh, excuse me. They're scanning the QR code. Yes, this is a different age. So what did that bring up anyway?
It brought up a wall. It's a writing wall where we double tap on.
Okay, so that just brought up a writing application?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
so
you
you
just
tap
double
anywhere,
tap on it,
and you can write something.
and then you type your name, and then you can type in like.
Okay, so it's a writing software?
Yep, and you just type your name, and then you can type whatever you want underneath that.
Okay.
So all of you have loaded up the Padlet, all right? You're having trouble with it? Okay, I will come around to you in just a moment. For those of you who have loaded it, can somebody quickly read the prompt, the question? What are we working on here, Morgan? Go ahead and post up onto the Padlet, please.
Yep.
Yeah, we're basically just putting these two questions, like how is Vietnam similar to North America and how is it different from it? And yeah, we're.
Who are these? Are these the different students here?
Yeah.
Why don't you work with Kate?
Oh, so you can see everybody's answers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is you right here?
Yeah.
Have you already... How's it going?
Good.
So what's this?
In science, we have to make a magazine cover about...
Oh, that's another project, huh?
Yes.
Okay, is that you? Are you there?
That's me.
So, Helena?
Helena, yeah.
Helena.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can see everybody's comments.
Yeah. Well, it's not really comments.
What?
It's like a wall where...
Oh, yeah, it's like Facebook.
Yeah.
You can see what everybody else is writing.
Yeah. Okay, there's a question at the top.
Right.
And you gotta respond to that question.
Right.
In your own, and you write it, and when you're done, you just click away from it. I think. Yeah. You
Okay.
click away.
But do you read the other responses as well?
Yeah, you can read the other responses.
Okay. Does that give you ideas what everybody else is thinking about? Okay. Do you like that?
Sort of.
Yeah, or not? So, how do you like using the iPad?
It's more confusing than a computer.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it takes a little getting used to it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. How about you? What do you think of the iPads?
Fun.
Fun? Yeah. So, now you can see what everybody is doing as far as this assignment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to see what other people think.
What?
Researching and typing, and we take tests on here to save paper. I like using it because it's a very efficient way to do schoolwork and a lot faster to use the dictionary, and we can communicate online, so it's a lot more fun, you know, so we get to talk to each other, we get to share our ideas.
How is this different than using, say, like a laptop or a desktop to do
It's
these?
a lot more mobile, and you can
Okay.
like carry it around, and you can take it from class to class, and you know, it's fun using all the little apps and doing all the research.
Do you use this in between classes as well? I mean,
Yeah, it's, you know, we do that sometimes so we can, you know, have fun on it too. It's not,
Okay.
you know.
So you guys are doing like an art thing here with paper and pencil, but you also have iPads in your. What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th.
8th grade. So
Yeah, all of us are in 8th grade here.
So how do you guys like using the iPads?
It's really good. There's some things that still need to be worked out, like some apps we should get on them for the school, but other than that, they're helping out great.